And we are live. What's going on, everybody? On a Sunday, the Sunday afternoon stream. I'm always here at this time each and every week, and I'm happy to see so many people waiting in the chat. Let me actually pull this thing up here. Let's pull the stream up. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there I hear myself. God, I hate hearing myself. Schnick says late and gay. I mean, maybe like 1 minute. Not too bad. That's just like the delay. That's like the YouTube delay. I'm 1 minute late and 1 inch gay. How about that? Does that work? Does that work? I see Geeky Lizzie in chat. What's up, Geeky Lizzie? Good to see you. Let's say hi to all these awesome people that we have here. Let's see who we got. We got Manika. That's the first one I see with the sunglasses. What's up? We got Trey Courtney in the house. We got Hungry Ewok in the house. We've got That Tug Life with the hail. Hey, Tugs, good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Gundam Wing Zero's here. Runner Studios. Michael Jolin. Team RK Assemble. Assemble, that's right. Send out those notifications. I see Hate Monger just dropped in too. I see Broba Fett. Melissa Lord is here. Let's see who else. High Ground Master. Please tell me you're not going to rant about The Last of Us 2. We're going to talk a little bit about Last of Us 2. I mean, it's in the title mostly because it's funny. It's funny, High Ground Master, because there's a lot of people in my comments that are like, wow, I wish you wouldn't talk about The Last of Us 2, yet every time I make a video about The Last of Us 2, they comment and they watch. So I don't know. It seems like they're going to keep watching. So I'm going to keep making videos talking about it, especially when we go over the topic that we're talking about today. And it's specifically regarding Last of Us 2. But good to see you, High Ground Master. UK sales data. Remains top spot, 68%. You know, I got to find that then. I got to find that, J-Force. I need to find that article because I was keeping an eye out for that. Angelus Draven. I thought you were a member already, but now you're Raging Ryan 3. I thought that's what you were before, Angelus, but it says new member. So we're going to welcome Angelus Draven to the Raging Ryans once again. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I'll have to check out that UK sales data. The 68% isn't too bad considering it's fucking out of stock almost everywhere. Not too bad if that's all the drop-off was. Looking real slim, pimp. What if Snyder Cut, Avatar, the new Matrix movie goes super woke? I mean, the Snyder Cut was filmed 5 years ago by the time it'll come out, so I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And I don't think it'll be woke. Despite the diversity in Zack Snyder films, most Zack Snyder films, you don't really, there's not a whole lot of that kind of messaging in them, at least for me that I've ever been able to see. They really banned that girl for saying she thought Abby was trans. We will get into that in a disguise. We'll get into this ban. How dare you? What does this say, Melissa? Swing from a hairy vine? What the hell? I don't know what that is. All right. Let's catch back up here. Oh, updated payment method. Oh, nice. Well, Angelus, thank you very much. I don't mind saying Angelus Draven's name one more time. Thank you for all the support, buddy. And to each and every one of my channel members, thank you for the support. I'm thinking about doing a member exclusive live stream, probably 2 times in the next week. One time that it's a normal time for everybody in America, and then maybe a time that makes more sense for other people in other countries so that they can join into. Probably going to do 2 of those next week. So if you want to do that, you can become a member. You can take part in those. Abby is not human. It's 2020 liking. It's 2020 liking things means you are an SJW. Basically, Lethal. Basically, it seems like it. Prime David for $5. Hey Ryan, have you checked out Every Damn Day Fitness? I have actually. They actually posted a thing, kind of criticizing some a person who is very unhealthy in like the fat acceptance, I guess, body positivity, depending on how you look at it, movement, who like is like hurt herself very badly because she's not living a healthy life, but she thinks she is, kind of thing. So I did check it out. I was really interested in this. So thank you for that recommendation, David. I appreciate that. And I see another super chat from Hate Mongering Verbal Terrorist of the Toxic Brood for $2. Since you can't work out, here's my pity tax. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I wish I could fucking work out. I'm going to have to figure out something to do at home. Random question. What do you think of the New Mutants movie that's getting delayed a lot? I don't think it's going to be any good. Like, I just don't. I don't think it's going to be any good at all. But they might as well just freaking release it. I wish they would just do it. Just get it out there. And it sounds like that's what a lot of people are saying they're about to do. Haven't heard the latest on that, if they're just going to release it on Disney Plus or not, but just fucking do it. Just get it out there. Like, this thing's been in limbo for so long. It's not connecting to anything else. Whatever. All right. All right. And another, we got $2 from the Rookie Critic. Rookie, good to see you, buddy. Says, sup, bro. What's up, Rookie? Rookie, we were on the JusticeCon. We were doing the JusticeCon reaction yesterday, and somebody brought up Subway sandwiches, and I thought of Rookie, because Rookie is part of the reason that the Snyder Cut happened. He works at Subway sandwiches, and he was getting them to tweet hashtag release the Snyder Cut. So shout out Rookie Critic. Make sure you guys go check out his channel and Phantom Collective. They do awesome stuff over there. Boba Fett, did your gym reclose? Yeah, I did a while ago. A long time ago. It was only open for like 2 weeks, essentially. Fucking bullshit. But it is what it is. All right. Let's start talking about some of the news. Real quick, Rob D says, hey, Ryan, what do you think of the official name of Zack Snyder's Justice League should be? I think it should be Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's what I think it should be. It sounds like they're just working out the final details to to make sure that sorry, I saw the T's in chat. But to Prime David, you got weights at home, bro? I don't. I need to buy some. And then another $5 from Rookie says, Subway has released the Snyder Cuts back, baby. That's right, Rookie. Thank you so much, buddy. And thanks, Subway. But to answer the question, I just think they should call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think that makes it pretty clear and makes a lot of sense. And we'll do Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Guys, you're not going to believe this. $2 super chat from Melissa Lord. What do you think about Ray Park? Is it real? I want to talk a little bit about the Star Wars rumors today. We're going to do that mostly towards the second half of the stream, but just to address the Ray Park thing. If you're following along with the Ray Park stuff, you know what happened on Instagram and all that shit. As much as I like to talk about entertainment and rumors going on in the industry and all that, as far as Ray Park's personal life and his marriage, I have no interest really delving into that too much, other than just the fact that it could possibly affect his future roles. But as far as the details, I'm not someone who really wants to talk about that because I'm not necessarily someone that would like my personal life, shit like that, talked about. So that's not really what I want to make my channel about. But I do appreciate the super chat, Melissa. We will talk about Ray Park a little bit later and what it could mean for this Darth Maul stuff. And I saw Pauly D for 10 euros. Thank you. RK Outpost. Signal Boost. Tell us a little bit about the games shelf behind you and your faves. Well, this is actually not a games shelf. This is a bookshelf. This is the Star Wars Expanded Universe bookshelf. That's what this is right here. Up on top, I have my Darth Revan and my Jedi Revan figures, which are fucking awesome. I have my Mara Jade. I have my Emperor Palpatine that's down here that I haven't put up yet. I've got some DC figurines. I've got Nightwing. I've got Robin. I've got Superman. I got Blue Beetle. I've got a Flash Flask. I've got Kyle fucking Katarn. Got a bunch of badass shit up there. But yeah, as far as what my favorite Star Wars books are, my favorite Star Wars books, probably the ones that go in this line of books, which is the Star Wars Legacy of the Force series. Probably my favorite series, or maybe New Jedi Order. But yeah, those are my favorites. My game stuff is up there. The favorite game I currently own is probably Ghost of Tsushima, and that's what we're about to get into. But I appreciate the super chat, Paulie D. Great supporter, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I saw Geeky Lizzie with a super sticker. I got to find out where that is. It is a wink face. Is a wink face. I shouldn't have done that. Somebody's going to take a fucking screenshot. But thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for the super sticker. And then Gray Ghost for $5. Hey, Arcade, can't hang in the stream today. Just wanted to drop a like and say what's up. Reminding folks to smash that like button. Take it easy, man. And then a cheers. You know what? I do have the Mountain Dew, but also I've got some Miller Lite just chilling here. Boom. So let's do it. Thank you for your super chat, Gray Ghost. Appreciate it, man. Someone says Star Wars Legends, the real sequel trilogy. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. And is there another? Sometimes I see shit in the stream before anything else happens. I think it's good though. All right. Cool. But thank you, Gray Ghost. Now. Let's get into this news here. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. We all knew people liked it. We knew people enjoyed it. Of course, we saw the response. We saw from people like Lethal Lightning, one of the first people to stream this fucking game on the entire internet was Lethal Lightning. We knew it was going to be good. This is from our boy, Paul Tassi at Forbes. Ghost of Tsushima has PS4's highest ever user score rating on Metacritic. Now, in typical Paul Tassi fashion, he's not 100% correct because he's kind of an idiot. I need to get that Alex Jones clip. I'm kind of retarded, right? I need that clip on my Streamlabs, but he's not quite correct because he doesn't quite understand how Metacritic works. I'm not sure why, but that just is the case. But Ghost of Tsushima, a 9.3 user score. Absolutely insane. Now, personally, I think it's probably a little high. I think it's probably just a little bit high. And I see Mannix in the chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Mannix. That dude's channel's fucking killing it right now. But a 9, light beer's like dry humping. Well, yeah, but I mean, if sex made me fat, I might dry hump more often, if that makes sense. But anyway, Ghost of Tsushima 9.3. This is higher than God of War. It's higher than Spider-Man PS4. It's higher than The Witcher 3. Now, would I put this game above The Witcher 3? I don't know. I don't think I would, personally. But I'm not finished with it yet either. I'm also not finished with this. So I guess I'll have to reserve my full score till the end. But when you look at, and this is why I said Paul Tassi isn't exactly right, because he's kind of an idiot. It is the best PS4 exclusive of all time. But Paul Tassi said he couldn't find anything for PS4 that was higher. That's simply not true. You have Crystar right here. He couldn't figure out how to sort by user score in PS4, evidently. I don't know. But Crystar, this game, which was also released on PC, is at a 9.5 somehow. It's only got 982 ratings, so pretty low when you're looking at sample size. The critics obviously didn't think too much of it. But it is a release for PC, so it's not an exclusive for PS4, unlike Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, a 9.3, ahead of Witcher, ahead of Last of Us Remastered, 9.2 for Last of Us. God of War, 9.1. I don't know how the hell SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is up there, but evidently a lot of people liked it. I can't say that interests me. I would never try to play it, but hey, that's all right. Bloodborne, Resident Evil 2 remake, you know, Kingdom Hearts, above Kingdom Hearts. I think you can scroll down a little more and we'll find PlayStation or Spider-Man right there at 8.7. So when you look at all this, it's so easy to tell how well Ghost of Tsushima is being received. The highest rated ever. I think The Last of Us 2 has a lot to do with this personally. I think there are a lot of people that were upset with what Last of Us 2 did, and they are finding solace in Ghost of Tsushima. They are really enjoying it because of the fact that it's complete opposite of Last of Us 2 in so many ways. It's not divisive, and it doesn't try to preach to you. Ironically, it tells a story about revenge, which is what the story of The Last of Us 2 is as well. But it does it in a manner that many more people have accepted. And, many more people have accepted this tale and are enjoying it because it's not just constantly trying to fucking beat you over the head with some stupid message. And I see Wesley there. Let me check out that super sticker before I lose it. It is Wesley Semple, Canadian 99 cents with a $sign emoji in the eyes. Thank you so much, Wesley, for the super sticker. And I also want to thank Wesley for upping his patron pledge to $5 a month. Thank you, Wesley. You're a fucking man. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. And like I said, for patrons and channel members, expect two kind of just me chilling around streams within the next week. One for people it probably works for better in North America time zones, and then maybe one for everyone else that might work a little better to try to hit everybody that supports me, because I do appreciate it. I don't want to make it all about just the people who are living in the United States and Canada. And as I say that, Prime David is now a new channel member. Thank you, Prime David. Appreciate your support, man. That is fucking awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Mannix says Neil Druckmann crying. Look at Ghost Score. I think so. And honestly, I think he's crying about the sales. In all honesty, I would be if I were them. You look at Ghost of Tsushima's pop this baby up. Ghost of Tsushima sells out in Japan. Now, remember, Japan is a place where The Last of Us 2 sold 170,000 copies, shipped 170,000 copies in the first week, and then dropped off to about 25,000. It died. It absolutely died in Japan because people didn't fucking like this game. And then you see this game demolish any and all records. They ran out of copies in Japan. Where we're sitting looking at The Last of Us 2, there's literally just stacks of it. There's 9 new copies of The Last of Us 2 at my local GameStop right now. None for Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, you can't find it physically because some places only ordered what they had pre-ordered. That was it. They did not expect this game to be as big as it is. And to be fair, I don't think a lot of people have, you know? I don't think a lot of people have. And yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. I see it's Kwanzaa time in the chat, bro. Your channel's been popping off recently. You were 10K a few months ago. Congrats, man. Happy for you. Thank you. It's Kwanzaa time. Yeah, it's been crazy. YouTube is ebbs and flows, right? We saw a lot of growth right around Rise of Skywalker. It tailed off. We saw a lot of growth for Last of Us 2. And it's kind of tailed off a little bit. And that's how YouTube is. And we're going to keep grinding. I'm not going to stop talking about Star Wars and DC. I'm going to keep talking about those things, but I'm also going to talk about things that obviously people want to hear. And right now that is video games. So not to worry, even if the Star Wars videos continue to perform poorly, I'm still going to do them because I'm so passionate about that. Same with DC stuff. And that's okay. That's okay. I see a $5 super sticker from a channel member and a patron, Douglas Allman. I appreciate you, Doug. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Didn't say anything, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Ryan's sub count has doubled since we last met. That's right. There's a play on words there. Ryan's sub Count Dooku. I like it. Rafael says he's from Brazil. What's up, Rafael? Why haven't Last of Us 2 North American sales been released? Those always take a really long time. I can't say I've ever been following super close, but we always get the sales numbers from the UK and Japan way before we get any details from North America. And the important thing to note, guys, when you're looking at these numbers, like this, 2.4 million copies first 3 days, the fastest selling new IP for PlayStation history, right? When you see these things, the 4 million sales isn't really sales in the same way that Last of Us Part 2 number isn't really sales. What it means is shipped. What it means is shipped. All right, Night High Ground Master, thanks for being here, buddy. So what happens is stores estimate how many that they're going to need based on pre-orders, based on anticipation, based on what Sony tells them to expect, a lot of those things. They say, hey, all right, let's order this many for the store. And that's what this number is. That doesn't mean that that's how many people have bought it. That simply means how many copies have physically shipped to Best Buy, to Target, to Walmarts all around the world, to GameStops. Then it has to move off the shelves before they ship more. That's kind of how it works, right? So for Ghost of Tsushima to be sold out in so many places, it's basically sold out physically in my city, in San Diego, 1.3 million people in the city, another 250,000 people in the suburb where I live, right? It's essentially sold out physically. I can get it on Amazon, but there's some places in America you can't get it on Amazon because those warehouses are sold out. So when you see that, it means that this number is almost completely sold already. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get more. They're trying to make more to restock the shelves in Japan and everywhere else around the world. So I expect to see this number to continue to increase. We just saw a report. I haven't seen it yet. But a report we were told in the chat that we had a drop off of around 68% sales wise in the UK. In the UK, I covered it in my video the other day. You can't even get it on Amazon anymore. There was one copy left when I was looking. I imagine that's sold by now. So same thing in the UK. Even with the fact that they don't have any right now, you know, there's still, the sales numbers are still good. And Prime David is right. It doesn't include digital sales. It doesn't include it at all. So I would expect this one to be very high, as well as Last of Us 2. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm not going to sell Last of Us 2 short. Dishonestly, I'm sure Last of Us 2 had a lot of digital sales as well, just because the virus and everything. But for me, I don't like buying digital, but I couldn't find a copy of Ghost of Tsushima, so I had to buy it digitally. I had to. I didn't have a choice. Tugs with a $20 freaking super sticker. Look at this. And now you guys can see, look, you got double me right here. And you can see Tug's sticker. It is a little pear-shaped man. It is a little pear-shaped man, peach-shaped, pear-shaped man that says, "You are amazing," for $20 freaking dollars. Thank you, Tugs. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get the Infinity Gauntlet screen off of here now. Thank you, Tugs, for the super sticker. That's awesome. The Koof. Yes, the Koof. But I do think that, so London Fog, I had to buy it digitally in San Diego as well. There you go. And this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Tugs, thank you again for that super sticker. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. Ryan is pulling a Reyes. We're going to snap just like Ray. Enjoy the beard while you can, guys. I think I'm going to actually shave it tomorrow. We'll see. I've said that the past couple times, but I think it's actually going to happen. But back to Ghost of Tsushima. For me, you guys have heard me talk about this. I don't know if you guys have caught any of my playthroughs on Twitch, but it's just something that you want to play. So many of the people that I saw streaming The Last of Us 2, and Mauler's doing a playthrough of it as well. So many people that I saw, whether it be PewDiePie, whether it be Angry Joe, whether it be anybody that wasn't, I feel, trying to actively like really enjoy it. Let's be real. There are people that like it in the same way that there's a lot of people that like the Star Wars sequel trilogy. There's a lot of people that did enjoy The Last of Us Part 2, but there's a lot of people that fucking hated it. And the people that hated it found it exhaustive to get through. It wasn't fun. And that's not a surprise, because what did Neil Druckmann say? We don't use the word fun at Naughty Dog. Why the fuck would anyone say that? Video games are supposed to be fun, right? That's what that's why people get them. You don't buy a fucking video game to have some sort of political message or statement preached to you. You buy it to fucking sit there, and whether it's vegging out on Call of Duty and just fucking shooting people, or whether it's, you know, experiencing the world of Horizon Zero Dawn and taking an adventure with Aloy, you know, to kind of see what this world has become. Like, those are fun things to immerse yourself in that experience. What they did with The Last of Us 2, I think a lot of people would argue that they didn't do that, right? They tried to give you some sort of message about fucking life. That's not what people fucking want. It's not what most people want out of a fucking video game. It's just not, in my humble opinion. And I even got the thought police on my side saying right. So, I mean, if I got the thought police on my side, I can't go wrong. I can't go wrong. Ooh, speaking of the thought police, we should talk about Twitch. We'll talk about Twitch here in a second. Oh, what was I going to say? People buy games to escape from society, 100%. I see Subhuman in the chat. What's up, Subhuman? Cyberpunk 2077 is under attack because they won't add references to Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they are. I talked about that a little bit. CD Projekt Red, yeah, the Quest developer came out, and he's like, yeah, we're not, like, this is a work of art. It's not some sort of political message. And that's not to say that there's not going to be some amount of politics in a game. And when you're dealing with a story like Cyberpunk, you got to understand what that story is. It's a dystopian future where, let's be real, there are very rich people and there's very poor people. There's haves and there's have-nots. Whenever that happens, it creates strife. And that's fine. That's the environment that they're living in. But that's not the point of the game. The game isn't to preach to you that if you are a have-not, you should hate the haves, or if you are a have, you should try to help the have-nots. It's not what the game is trying to say. It's simply the setting of this world, and then you, the person playing, can decide whatever you fucking want to do. That is what we want. Create interesting worlds for us to immerse ourselves in, and let us make the decisions. That's where we're at with gaming. I think that's what most people expect, to be quite honest with you. And then Paulie D, another $5, €5, my apologies. The graphics, objectively, and gameplay, subjectively, are excellent, but the story was a mess, subjectively. But there is a lot of evidence to support that. If you're talking about The Last of Us 2, yes, and I would say objectively, the graphics are very good, and the gameplay, you did a good job of highlighting that is subjective, because I've watched some of the gameplay. There are definitely issues with it. And in my opinion, a lot of Naughty Dog games have issues with melee combat in general. When you look at the Uncharted franchise, the melee combat was awful. I think The Last of Us Part 2 is better, but I still think there are some flaws in it. But yeah, it's a great point. It's a great super chat, Paulie. Thank you. Can you start fights? You used to be able to charge the mound when I played. It's like it's Triple Play Baseball 98. You used to, maybe 2000, but you used to be able to charge the mound in that game if you got hit by a pitch. But I don't remember. I don't remember. All right, but let's get. I was talking about Twitch. Someone said thoughts, and it made me think of something. Right here. Let me unshare the screen real quick, and then I'll share it so I can, boom, add some audio, because I think I want you guys to listen to this. Let's refresh that. All right, share the screen. Now, I don't know this streamer. Unlike some other people, I don't watch a whole lot of women on Twitch. You know who I'm talking to. Lethal. But Ginny TTY, I don't know if it's Ginity. I don't know if it's Ginny TT. I don't know what it is. But Ginny, we're going to call her Ginny. Ginny confirms Twitch ban after The Last of Us 2 comments. And you can see it's Ginny and Abby right here. That is not random. That is not happenstance. Popular influencer and variety streamer Ginny has confirmed that she has been banned from Twitch for 2 weeks, admitting the suspension came as a result of her comments about a character from The Last of Us Part 2. Now, just like in my video, I made sure to make this clear. You know, shit, this did get overturned and ended up only being an 8-hour suspension instead of a 2-week suspension. That's what the bans mean. We hear banned on Twitch. It just means a suspension typically, unless you hear the word permanent banned. Right. The Last of Us Part 2 has been a divisive release among fans of the franchise. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. With many critics taking issue with key elements and characters. One character in particular has seen ample discourse. Abby, a muscular female character, received backlash from critics who claimed her body was too unrealistically fit for the game's post-apocalyptic world. And yeah, it's true. It is not very realistic. And let's just be real, she has a very masculine body. Let's just be honest about it. Ginny's ban from Twitch, which was made public via streamer Ban's Twitter account on July 24th, is surprisingly tied into a conversation surrounding Abby. Now I want you guys to listen. I want you guys to get out of here, freaking ad, weird thing. All right, this is the character. Listen to what she says about Abby. Here we go.
I want to see Ellie and Joel. Like, seriously, I don't want to look at this transgender anymore.
She said, I want to play as Ellie and Joel. I don't want to look at this transgender anymore. Please. That's what she said. Let's listen again. See if I can rewind this.
I want to see Ellie and Joel. Like, seriously, I don't want to look at this transgender anymore.
Brutal. I right, it's hard not to laugh at that. That's what she got banned over. She got banned. Twitch banned her initially for 2 weeks for accidentally misgendering a fictional character who looks like a dude. Like that is what you got. Like, I understand Twitch is very sensitive about stuff, and I would imagine that if you misgendered another person, maybe if you were talking about another creator or something like that, I could completely understand that Twitch would ban you. For this, for accidentally misidentifying the proper gender of a character and saying, I don't want to look at them anymore. And she went on to explain herself that when she said that, she just meant that she was tired of playing. She was exhausted from playing as Abby. She wanted to play with the other characters. That was in her apology, which I'm sure everyone will accept, right? Anyone in the trans community that was upset with that, I'm sure that's all they needed was a little apology. Yeah, they will never forgive her, I'm sure. Look at what she says here. Hiccuping. Damn. Even the dumbasses defending the game mistook Abby for a male. I know. But Alinity is still streaming. Have I even highlighted Steph once? Jeez. That's unforgivable. But Alinity is still streaming after showing her boob and other stuff, and tossing her cat and feeding her cat vodka and all these other things. Yeah, I know. It's true, but then for this, boom, insta ban. You said transgender. This is her clarifying what happened. I just got 2 weeks banned for calling Abby transgender, so-called hateful comment. Well, time to appeal and banned. I think this is actually supposed to be reversed. It says and banned at 102, then, well, time to appeal at 103. And there were people, of course, there are people say, I know there are people defending Jenny here, but the way she says, I don't want to look at this transgender sounds pretty bad. And someone says, I enjoy your content a lot, but I've seen her do a lot of trans jokes that were super iffy. I give her the benefit of the doubt. She doesn't really get what she's saying since a lot of her humor comes from Twitch chat, but she needs to realize what she's saying. You need to understand what you're saying. Listen, I don't know if I was on. No, come on. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. I think that I lost my train of thought because I thought I was getting canceled by stuff. Man, dear lady, it was definitely behind the banning. Possibly. Like a fat Geralt. It's not like she said they're all suicidal maniacs. Oops. Yes, exactly. If I was on Twitch, I'm pretty careful when I'm on Twitch because I do know that they have some rules, right? I typically try to avoid things that I think could get me banned because I do realize that I'm on a platform which isn't as forgiving even as YouTube is. And YouTube's not the best sometimes. So I don't think I would have said that. However, I don't think her saying that should mean shit. And maybe someone at Twitch felt the same way because it ends up only being an 8-hour ban. Twitch quickly unban Ginny. The fuck is this shit? What a weird sentence. Twitch quickly unbans Ginny after controversial Last of Us 2 comments. After being handed a 2-week suspension, Twitch streamer Ginny has her ban lifted after only 8 hours following her public statement and apology. The streamer said due to her frustration, the character in the story, she just wanted to say, I don't want to look at her anymore, but I put her the wrong way. And she also says in her statement, I wonder if it's here. Here it is. I knew I had it somewhere. This is this longer Twitter thing. Twit longer, whatever the fuck. I wasn't 100% sure if she was transgender or not, and I saw a lot of people talking about it, so without thinking, I thought it was okay to use the word transgender to describe her. That's pretty funny. I am ignorant. Please unban me. But I don't know. You know, it's clearly pretty double. There's a lot of double standards when it comes to Twitch. I think we all understand that. I think we all also understand that making fun of a fictional character, or not even making fun, she just thought she was transgender. Accidentally misgendering a fictional character should not be fucking reason to ban someone from your platform. That's just insane. That's just fucking insane. Games repository. It's a fucking fictional fucking character. I know. It's crazy, right? We're lucky with what we can get away with on YouTube. I wouldn't say we're lucky, but I would say that YouTube is more forgiving open air lock for sure. 100%. John Jay says, it's a fuck game. A fucking game. I don't know. I'll have to just assume. People really have not better to do. Yeah, exactly. Heavyweight. No, she ain't a heavyweight. She ain't a heavyweight. They don't care if it's fictional or not. If you step 1 foot off their thin line, they will pounce you like hyenas. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's the truth right there. Abby, it's bro, says about, yes. Instead of it's ma'am, it's bro. Johnny Levy says Abby was supposed to die at the end. 100%, yes. She was supposed to die at the end originally, and they changed that. I made a video about that kind of blew up. Neil Cockman told us all about it. The Hitman says, don't ever stop insulting The Last of Us 2. I won't. I wonder, I don't know if I can find him right now. See if I can pull up some of these comments. Because like for the past couple days, you know, whenever I make any videos talking about Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2, because like if you're tired of me comparing them, I can understand that. But the fact is they're impossible not to compare. They're released within a month of each other. They have exact opposite reactions, kind of from critics. Critics are kind of meh on Ghost, and users obviously fucking love it. It is selling out, whereas Last of Us 2 sitting on shelves. Its studio said, we welcome the criticism. We really want to learn from that. Where The Last of Us Part 2, or with Naughty Dog, we know what fucking Naughty Dog has done. We know how they tried to silence so many people. Myself, Lethal Lightning, Mara Jade, Mannix, Geeks and Gamers, Gaming with Geeks, Heel vs. Babyface, Just Some Guy, Murda, Mr. H Reviews, right? We saw that. That's how they dealt with criticism, because a lot of those things weren't leaks. It was just people talking shit about them. Nobody would talk positively about Naughty Dog got a fucking strike, did they? You look at their reaction to people. If you're a bigot, if you're a homophobe, we don't want you. You know, trying to equate everyone's complaints about this game to that's the way they feel and that's why they feel that way. It couldn't just be that they don't like our fucking story. Couldn't just be that they don't like the messaging that was shoved down our throats. No, they must hate gay people. They must hate women. They must hate whatever. The only thing we hate is dog shit stories. Well, I shouldn't say the only thing. I hate a lot of things in life, but that's the reason that most of us have a problem with that. Do I think Last of Us 2 will win Game of the Year? If I was betting, if I was a betting man, I would say yes. If I had to put money down on it. I really hope Ghost of Tsushima wins. I really fucking hope they do. I want them to so badly now. Or Cyberpunk. Obviously, Cyberpunk's still coming out. Brooke Atkins for Australian, $14.99, a super sticker. And it is a little pear-shaped man with jumping up and down with a -- fan across his chest. So thank you very much, Brooke Atkins, for the Aussie $4.99 or $14.99 dollary dues. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. New BAFTA category. Adding LGBTQ plus. They're trying hard to make Last of Us 2 Game of the Year. You will see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. Mannix says, if Last of Us 2 wins Game of the Year, Lord have mercy, the outrage. Yeah, honestly, it would be really disappointing for me in general, but at the same time, much like with the Oscars, the Academy Awards, we know so much of the shit's fucking bullshit sometimes. So I would take it and I'd run with it. I would make a video about Last of Us 2. I'd make a video about these fucking game awards. That's what I would do. So I guess we have that to prepare for a while. I love the Fat Geralt account. The hero that we all deserved. The hero we all deserve. Cyberpunk or Ghost of Tsushima for Game of the Year. Because if they will make Last of Us 2 Game of the Year, the backlash the critics will get will be way fucking more than the backlash about the leaks. I would disagree a little bit, lunatics. I think that the backlash over the leaks and the release were pretty insane. Like, that was insane how the backlash surrounded that and after the release. We felt it here on this channel. The Game of the Year thing, I think a lot of people will it'll be rehashed a little bit or reignite a little bit. But I think a lot of people know that these awards mean fucking nothing at the end of the day in a lot of ways. In the same way the Academy Awards and the Oscars. But I hear you. People will be mad. They will be mad. 100%. Love your streams. What do you think? How high are the chances they will ruin Horizon? Zero Dawn in the future. Cletus Cassidy. Well, Cletus, I don't think they necessarily will. But I think it's very clear that it doesn't necessarily matter that it's a PlayStation 4 or a Sony game. We've seen two completely different approaches when it comes to Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. And that's primarily focused on the developers and the studio that actually made it, vice the overall company, which is Sony. Sucker Punch has been incredible when it comes to Ghost of Tsushima. We talked about it a little bit before. They have been so willing to listen to any criticism. They gave us a game that doesn't preach anything. Exact opposite of Last of Us Part 2. So as long as, I forget which company actually, I forget which developer, Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's check it out. Guerrilla, that's right. How could I forget Guerrilla Games? Guerrilla is the one that did Horizon Zero Dawn. So, you know, I as long as Guerrilla is doing this one at the same approach they took the last one, I'm hoping it's good. Now, you got to remember, I think the reason that The Last of Us 2 went so much poorly than The Last of Us is because Neil Druckmann gained more and more power over time, right? So you can have these instances like with Naughty Dog where you have good people in charge, Amy Hennig, and then you have some up-and-coming cuck like Neil Druckmann who is part with Bruce Straley of a great game, which was The Last of Us. That gives him a little more power, a little more influence. Wow, we should let this guy do more things. All right, how about let him and Bruce Straley tackle Uncharted 4? And you see a little more of his ideology kind of creep into Uncharted 4. You see Nadine in Uncharted 4, which is a character a lot of people didn't like, beats the shit out of Nate. You saw them change his son into him having a daughter at the end of this to carry on his legacy. You saw them get rid of the sexist focus tester. You see these things happen. But Uncharted 4 is the fourth part of a beloved franchise. It sells really well. Of course it does. So he gains a little more power. Bruce Straley, the person who seemingly was keeping him in check, the person who said, I love Ellie, but I wouldn't love Ellie without Joel, that Bruce Straley, he leaves. He's not around. We don't really know why he's gone. We don't really know why he wasn't a part of The Last of Us 2. But we know that now it's all Neil Druckmann's show. And finally, this guy has the clearance and the power and the capability and the budget to do whatever he wants. And that's what he did. And what the result was The Last of Us Part 2. The result was damaging the brand. The result was dividing fans. So I guess you do have to be a little bit worried when it comes to Horizon Zero Dawn. But personally, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it because as long as it's the same people making it, I'm okay with it. I guess that's very rambly, but that's basically the real answer. Pauly D for €5. The real trouble for Naughty Dog comes when they realized people didn't dislike the trans character, that Abby had a ton of muscle mass. It was the story told. Yeah, and listen, the Abby smash shit, the Abby memes, they're funny. They're fucking funny, but they're memes. In the same way that the Halo Infinite brute meme is a meme, right? It's funny. That doesn't mean that people hate brutes. That doesn't mean that's going to be the reason why people don't like Halo Infinite is because of one screenshot, because of a fucking meme that people are laughing at. It's not how it works. They like to take these things and take these minimal things and blow them up. But we all know that that's not the truth. And then I saw another, Peter Hahn says, fuck Miss Baby K9 got her on. Peter, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate that. Cletus says that was a great answer. Good. Oh my God, fucking Baby Yoda's in chat. Son of a bitch. Pauly D for another €5. Thank you, Pauly. Ellie deciding against her revenge, Joel being a goof, Abby having zero remorse, and the cheap tricks to make Abby likable, like playing fetch. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. They do all these things to try to make Abby this likable character, but even so, she still does things. Like she's like happy that she's about to kill Dina who's pregnant. She's fucking evil, you know? And could I say, would I think in that situation that I might not be exactly the same person Abby is? No, not necessarily. I might be that. I could see myself being pretty fucking mean and vindictive and taking pleasure in giving someone else pain. I could, but that doesn't mean that you need to have sympathy for me, or that I need to be the protagonist, or that you need to try to make people like me. Maybe I would just be the fucking villain if I was that way. Whereas we see Ellie at every opportunity she has shows remorse for her actions. But she still goes and continues to kill hundreds of people, all to not kill Abby. I don't know. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. For those of you in chat, I want to do a little experiment. For those of you in chat who have played Ghost of Tsushima. Give me a rating. 1 to 10. A 0 to 10, actually. Because we'll do like Metacritic. You can give zeros if you want. 0 to 10. Let me know what you think of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm on the second island right now. I'm on Act 2. 10. 9. Nice. Waiting for the rest of these. Let's pull this up here. Be able to see it quicker here. 10, 9, 9, 9, 9. Masterpiece 9. 8.5, 9, 8, 9.5, 8 or 9, 10, 8.5, 9, 8, 9.5, 9, 9. Blake says he gave it a 10. Jennifer Cisco says 9. Ines says 9. Stop review bombing the chat. That's right, Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock says stop review bombing. Adam Warlock, I got a question for you. This is really off topic. I got a question for you. What the fuck happened to your character? They teased you at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Adam Warlock never to be seen again. What the fuck? You gonna be in Phase 4, this part of Marvel that no one cares about, or what? 420 Monster. Ryan, you're dope. And I love your channel. Thank you, 420 Monster. Been playing Ghost for a couple days now, still having a blast. I give it a 10 because everything about it is what Last of Us 2 isn't. Nice, 420 Monster. I appreciate that. You hear the combat is kind of repetitive, but that's not really an issue, all things considered. The thing about the combat, it's funny. The thing about the combat is it is repetitive. However, instead of going around being a ghost, I find myself seeking out the combat actively seeking out the quote unquote repetitive combat whenever I possibly can, because it's fun. It's challenging and fun. I fucking love it. But I mean, it does get repetitive as anything else would when the game's built around samurai combat, you know. But I think the duels are all like kind of these like boss fights. Let me actually see if I can find something to show you guys. Let's see if I can find it. So the combat isn't repetitive at all if you play on hard mode. Well, I've played a little hard mode and a little bit of medium, and I would say that when I say repetitive, I mean, you're going and doing the same things, right? You're going and fighting people, but there's 4 different types, right? There's 4 different types of enemies, and well, 5 if you include Bowman. And whenever they mix in those different elements, your battle is different. You have to use different stances and switch between them to maximize your abilities. Let's see. Where are we going here? Paulie D, another €2. I just finished God of War. That game is 10 of 10. Nice, Paulie. Yeah, God of War is incredibly fucking good. Incredibly fucking good. I wanted to find a video of a duel. Actually, I think I put it at the end of one of my videos, didn't I? Let me check my channel. I'm almost positive I did. I think I put one of my duels at the end of the channel. Probably. Let's see. It's 9:44. Probably not that one. Let's see if I did it here. No, not that one. Where the fuck did I put it? Sorry, this is stupid. Just talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm trying to find this video I did that I swear to God I put some footage in, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Let me look. So I'm going to my channel. You guys want to take a look with me? Here, I'll share my screen so you can actually see what I'm fucking doing. James Cox says, dang, you'd have to go and spoil shit. Spoil what? I'm not spoiling anything. Combat on the mat. My buddy, my bro from another hoe. What's up, Combat on the Mat? Combat on the Mat talks about wrestling, talks about combat sports on the mat. You guys should definitely go check out his channel. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good, buddy. I don't think I spoiled anything. Who said I spoiled something? I mean, if you're talking about Last of Us 2, I don't really give a shit. It's been a while at this point. That's not something I'm really worried about anymore. Sold out in Japan. Smashes games record. Did I do it here? No, I didn't. I know this is the best part of the stream, isn't it? The best part of the stream. Sold out in Japan. That's me. I don't fucking know. I can't find this duel. I wanted to find this duel I did for you. I put it at the end of a video, but I don't fucking remember. Rusty Shackelford, is this a spoiler chat for Ghost? It is not. No spoilers, because I haven't finished the game either. We're just talking about combat and stuff like that. And I don't think that's really a spoiler. Andy from the UK is here. What's up, buddy? What's up? Good evening. Will I be over on Twitch with the Geeks and Gamers team tonight? I will indeed, David Riley. I will indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Let me send something up in here. Let me send something in here. That in there. When am I streaming Ghosts again, John? Definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow on my Twitch channel. Steph has been plugging my Twitch channel. It's also in the link in description. So yeah, for sure. I really want to find. I wish I was better at labeling this shit. I'm not. I'm just a fucking idiot when it comes to it. So I didn't label it like I should have. Let me try this one. Oh, maybe it is. Is this it? Yes. All right. I fucking found it finally. I found it. All right. This won't be really any spoilers, but I just want to give you guys, this is one quest in the game, one duel of the mini duels, right? I want to show this to you guys to give you guys a feel. And it's kind of a strange duel because it's really dirty. And you're kind of in a demon realm or some shit. Why do you curse a lot? That's how I speak in this. That is how I speak. So that is why I curse. All right, here we go. This is at the end of a quest. I'm not going to show you the rest of the quest. I don't think this is really a spoiler, Rusty, or anybody that doesn't want it. It's just one duel out of the 20, 25, 30 duels that you'll do. I'll full screen it. And this is like, they really get like the feel, you know? So you can see at one point in time, I had to switch stances a little bit just because I was to counter what he's doing a little bit better. That is part of what you have to do.
Fear the demons first. First, I'll drive the Mongols from our home. After that, I'll worry about curses.
You did get me there.
You see, demon belong to you.
Fuck you, bitch. And that's kind of a unique duel because it takes place in a weird realm. Most of the duels are much more beautiful than that. Hey, what are those crows? It takes place in like some fucking weird demon realm thing. But yeah, at least that intro gives you a breather. It does. It just gives you time to kind of look at it and watch it. So I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Buffering. Were you guys buffering, really? I mean, I thought it was all right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get a couple other people on here. Boom, boom, boom. See if anybody else wants to come on, because I think we're mostly done talking about a lot of the Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us stuff. What Ryan means is you're high as shit during the fight. You're not high. It's just it's hard to explain without talking about that quest. Oh, I heard somebody outside. What is that? Does dual combat change based on if you're playing Samurai or Ghost? No, not really. So the Samurai or Ghost really affects how one cool thing is the weather. The weather in Ghost of Tsushima is affected by whether you play as a Samurai or a Ghost, which I think is pretty cool. And obviously there's a lot of decisions down the line that you can make depending on how you want to do it. And we have somebody joining us. We have Mara in the chat. Hey, Mara.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just going to say, to piggyback off of what you said in the combats, I think, yeah, it does keep it interesting because it mixes the different enemies you have to fight. So you do have to constantly go back and forth amongst the stances you have. So it's not like just basically a same slashing move every time you go into combat.
Yeah, exactly. If you just sit there and spam attack, it's not going to work out very well for you.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning a little bit, but as you start to engage more and more different enemies, you just can't, and you can't just dodge either. So, there's Last of Us 2 fans. Yes, Free Agent Pepe. There are some, not many. But there are some. And they like I talked about a little bit earlier. For some reason, people keep coming into my chat or coming to my comments. Every fucking Last of Us 2 video I make, they come there and they complain about me making Last of Us 2 videos. If you keep clicking on my videos, I will continue to make them. I don't think you quite understand the way this works. Like that is what I'm going to do. That's what anyone would do. If I was a manager of a Burger King, and every time we put Whoppers on the menu, they fucking sold out really quick. I wouldn't be like, well, guess we're just gonna keep making the same Whoppers. Guess we're just gonna make 2 every day and have them sell it real quick. No, you're gonna fucking make more of them because that's obviously what people want. So if you're really mad and upset, I guess you'll just have to stop watching. But I want you to keep watching. I want you to keep disliking. I want you to keep leaving comments because it's good for the algorithm. It's good for me, Last of Us 2 fans. So keep on keeping on as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I just thank them for the revenue and the algorithm, pretty much. I was like, it's like, you're stupid enough to click on the video, then thank you for helping my algorithm, pretty much.
Exactly.
So.
Yes, Mike W. I'm going to watch one of your videos so I can complain about the video you made that I don't like. Yes, they complain about me complaining. That's what they're doing. Basically. Grand Admiral Adam says, Mara looking as fine as ever.
I guess. I mean, if you here on Twitch, I don't know. They they liked the glasses look last Twitch stream because I have to wear my glasses to read the chat as it's going while I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Not even a thank you. Grand Admiral Adams says Mara looking fine as ever, and she says, well, okay, I guess.
I just I don't know, it kind of embarrasses me. So.
Well, Uncle Chunky Gaming for Canadian $5 says, hey, Jade Shadow, will you go on a date with me?
I hate being put on the spot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer that. I hate being put on the spot.
And also, I don't think she knows you.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, you got to shoot your shot. You got to shoot your shot. Actually, I did this earlier on Steph's stream. This is what that looked like right here. Oh my God, Cooper fucking took a video of me winking like an idiot. God damn it. Shoot shot. Let's see. Here it is. See if we can zoom in on this thing a little bit more. All right. This right here. This is what Uncle Chunky Gaming just did. Right here.
Okay.
He thought it was going in. He thought he scored. You got to watch the ball go all the way through the hoop right there. But you got to shoot, too. You got to shoot your shot. So,
yeah.
Good job, Uncle Chunky Gaming. I respect it. I respect it. Let's see. Jennifer Cisco with the super sticker. Let me look at that super sticker here. I hate that we can't see him on StreamYard. That's the one update, or the 2 updates that I really want. Jennifer Cisco for $3 super sticker. It's the little pear man doing the fist bump, fist bump, fist bump. Thank you very much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Look at sip. Awkward pause. Yes, that's all right, Uncle Chunky. I got your back, bro. I got your back. He took his eye off the ball. You miss every shot you don't take. Look at this. What about this? Military gals are cool because you can go to the range on dates.
Yeah, I'd say that's true. Yeah.
Do you think that guys like it when they're like, if they take you to the range, you're like, hey, you're holding that wrong. Hey, you should really stand like this. Your weight isn't very balanced.
You mean like the military girls correcting the guys, or
yeah, exactly. Or if they tried to correct you and you're like, the fuck, who the fuck do you think I am?
Well, if we're both military and we're correcting each other, I don't know, but I wouldn't. I mean, there's a way to do it without sounding like that you're trying to insult like the person that like they're doing it wrong sort of situation. But they act like you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, I would kind of be insulted.
What if they don't know your history? They just think you're a normal woman. Is that insulting too?
It would kind of be, but then I would just pick up the gun, shoulder it correctly, get a headshot and just say you were saying.
That sounds like a D&D thing.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, it is.
Mars in D&D mode. This is the picture. I foresee this being put on several memes in the future. At least I would imagine. So I knew I shouldn't have winked.
Steph made a gif of it in the chat. It's like, you look like a pirate.
Are you serious? I didn't even see that shit. God damn it. That's not surprising. All right. So let's talk a little bit about and speak of the devil, and she will appear. Steph from My Nerdy Home. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I heard you made a gif of this.
Oh yeah, I totally did.
God dang it.
You knew it was gonna happen.
I didn't. I thought a screenshot would happen. A hot pirate. Ooh, thank you, Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dozer. Ryan, I came here to see your yellow shirt. I'm wearing a green shirt today. Nobody. I know that Krista's gonna say something about it. Krista's gonna be like, Ryan looks like a Christmas tree or some shit. Like, that's what'll happen. So, Boba Fett says, "Why you calling Steph the devil? She's an angel."
Oh.
I wish I had drunk 3PO's thing. I would just simp.
Pretty much. Speaking of drunk 3PO, I had to help him on Ghost of Tsushima. It got to a point where I was kind of feeling sorry for him. So I'm like, drunk, call me. I'll guide you through this part.
Did you really? I haven't been able to watch because he's streaming at like times where I'm not typically able to watch. But I saw like about 5 minutes of gameplay earlier. I saw it was titled Ghost of Mitsubishi. Which I thought was pretty funny. And I don't know. I need to ask Jay why he's playing on the PS. I need to ask him why he's playing on the PS4 or on the PlayStation stream thing instead of doing his OBS.
I don't know.
He wasn't using OBS this morning?
No, that's PlayStation because it looks exactly like how it looks for me whenever I stream on Twitch because I'm doing it directly through my PS4.
Yeah, and I assume that he just doesn't know how to do it. So maybe I'll help him out. Mm-hmm. Holy shit, Subhuman. Subhuman with a $50 fucking super sticker. It is the transforming little hippopotamus guy. He starts off in his gaming chair, then he goes back and he fucking transforms into this freaking Super Saiyan freaking dinosaur transformer thing. Subhuman, thank you for the $50 super chat. That is badass. Thank you, buddy. Subhuman, one of the most incredible supporters in this community for so many people. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I hope, I don't know if you're on your next trip already, but I hope you're staying safe, buddy. So thank you. Badass sticker, says Bowsette. Yeah, I agree. That is badass. I also heard that Jay was, before we get into DC stuff, I heard that Jay was, what is it? I heard that Jay was simping over Momology in the chat. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, he was. He was simping over Momology. He was kind of fangirling over, is it pronounced Vara Dark?
Oh, Vera Dark?
Vera Dark, yeah, because she was in the chat too. He was kind of fangirling over her for a bit. So I told him at one point to do a fangirly scream, not expecting him to do it, and he did it. I was like, okay.
I missed it. Oh, man.
Dante says maybe it's a glitch. Sometimes you get no chance at winning a standoff. I haven't experienced that. It's just been my own fucking bad timing.
Yeah.
You says golf screen nothing. I have not experienced that a single time.
No,
so maybe it is a glitch for you that you're having. I haven't experienced anything like that. God,
I'm with you, Forbidden Ruins. Why are there no Twitter clips of that?
Drunk 3PO playing Ghost looks like my dad trying to figure out his smartphone.
It really is.
He puts puts glasses on and he's like gets like really far away from it like that.
I love the faces that he makes. He's just, especially when he's doing Dark Souls with Mark. He's just like.
It got to a point where it's like I'm understanding the mental anguish that Mark goes through because I'm trying to help him in the chat. Because he's like, maybe I should have been paying attention, and I'm like, you think?
Memology crossover win. Memology doesn't do too much streaming. He does on occasion. I have seen him streaming with other people before. Specifically when he helped expose this scam for BetterHelp, which was supposed to be this online therapy thing that we're trying to help you with counseling, and it turned out to be a huge fucking scam. He was very involved in exposing that to everyone, and he used to do some streaming during that time. But I haven't seen him stream in a long time. But yeah, I would always be down to talk to Memology. I don't know. He covers a lot of fucking very political shit that not everyone's necessarily comfortable talking about. But yeah, I'd talk to him about anything. And we do have the filter stuff. This is actually why I do my streams at these times, so that you can see this filter as the sun goes down. So much simping in chat. There's a lot of simping in chat right now, guys. There is. Subhuman says the goddess has returned. But
the sun is setting. So
speaking of the goddess, and speaking of Wonder Woman, let's talk a little bit about DC and what we found out at JusticeCon a little bit. Obviously, the big reveal, which is in the thumbnail for this video, was Black Suit Superman. It left some people feeling, I think most people, I think most normies were like, this is crazy, Black Suit Superman, which I think was kind of the intention of it. I have seen a lot of people, and I will say myself a little bit, I was a little underwhelmed, not because I didn't think it was cool to see, but mostly because I was hoping we would get the Steppenwolf clip, and because this was something we had seen before in a deleted scene. I think maybe it contributed a little to it. But, a day removed from the live reaction we did over on Steph's channel, what do you think about how mostly like what we got out of that interview? Like the news wise, not necessarily how shitty the interview was, but as far as the information we actually got out of it.
I understand how people could feel a little bit deflated because it's something that we have already seen and something that we know about. But I honestly wasn't expecting too much of a reveal of anything. Like I know that when we were on Fatal's channel during the days, I can't remember who wanted it, but they were expecting like a full 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes of Justice League, and I was just like, that's just not going to happen. Like, I really don't think that's going to happen. I expected something that he's already shown us before, or something that we've already seen before on his Vero, which is why I wasn't too disappointed in the Black Suit Superman. I really wasn't. I didn't expect to see, or I didn't expect him to give us much in terms of like a sneak peek or a preview. So I myself didn't feel very upset about it. I thought that it was neat how he gave us some backstory into Cavill's Superman suit, as far as how it was designed and everything. I thought that was really neat. And it gave us a little bit more about like what was going on behind the scenes of filming Justice League. So I thought that was interesting. But as far as the clip goes, it's neither here nor there. I didn't really get too I got excited about it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's just more, it's just more confirmation that yes, it's coming soon. And it just made me get more excited for the next con. That's really all it did.
Yeah.
For fandom.
Yeah. And I think that is, the important thing, and I talked about it a couple of times, is this is just a little fan event that was put on.
Yeah.
This is not an official DC thing. This is a thing that fans put together, and that Zach was gracious enough to come on and just to help hype things up a little bit. It's not because DC is doing their official thing at DC Fandom. They already have that set aside. So I think that might be why, we didn't get anything new. We got a Superman. We got Black Suit Superman in the only scene that we could have possibly seen him that we'd already seen, because everything else was Superman reshot. And we already know none of that shit is going to be in Justice League.
Yeah, it's
and it's interesting what he said. He'd rather burn all that shit than put it in his movie. I thought that was hilarious how he said that.
Well, he basically said he would rather destroy it than use any of those shots, pretty much. And to kind of piggyback off of what you said, Ryan, I think that's like also part of the reason why we got that shot that we did of Black Suit Superman. It's like probably because they want to save the excitement for fandom. So yes, this was a fan event and people were going to be tuning in to see what Zack Snyder says, but you don't exactly want to reveal too much too early. You'd want to save the anticipation for the main event. So I'm actually not really surprised that he chose that scene. In retrospect. Plus, I like the fact that he showed the scene with the black suit, because I think that arguably also shows the deviation of tone between what Joss Whedon gave us and what Zack Snyder was going to give us originally in terms of the first Justice League movie. And so I appreciate that aspect of it.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what everyone's really excited for. I think this, and hey, Geek Blend, good to see you, buddy. I think this comment from Brianna is interesting.
Yeah, I was just reading that. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I was against this at first, but Zach is very fan friendly.
And he's always been very fan friendly.
Zach is just a dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he is. I feel like he is the same way talking to anybody that's what everyone says. That is why the people that work with Zack Snyder absolutely love him, because it doesn't matter if you're carrying coffee to him. It doesn't matter if you're fucking sweeping the floor. He just talks to you like a normal person. It doesn't matter if you're Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck. He talks to you like you're a normal person. He doesn't consider himself above anyone. He just does his thing and, takes care of people and loves people.
And that's the shirt he did. Like the new Justice League shirt, which also is an indication of how he treats fans. And then it's like on the back of the shirt, it's associate producer, because he's like basically this movie is happening really because of the fan movements.
Yeah.
So like you are all essentially associate producers of this cut.
Yeah.
And for him, it's just like no, I can't imagine any other director.
No. Lethal's reaction to that, to when that was announced, that was such a pure reaction. And that was such a pure reaction. It hit you. It hit you.
Yeah.
It really did, because Lethal is, he doesn't show that ever. So like that was really pure. But I mean, that just goes to show that everything he does is for the fans, and so it's very much appreciated, and it's reciprocated by the fans, because we're going to support it all the way.
Yeah, like he said, like the first 1,000 get a free shirt, but I think like most of us are going to be like, you know what, I'm spending it's towards a good cause. This is like for charity, so most of us are going to be like spending the money. I'm going to be spending the money to buy the shirts. I'm not going to try for the free one.
Yeah. I'll probably try to get one as soon as I can, but I don't anticipate getting a free one. And I have no problem with paying. They're good quality too. T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I love these shirts.
I have the hoodie and the t-shirts. I'm good all year round, pretty much.
I still want a hoodie.
You need to get one.
We have a huge super chat from Brooke, or a super sticker from Brooke Atkins, Australian $79.99. Wow. It is a little pear-shaped man he has a rocket between his legs, and he is zooming off. It looks fucking awesome. I've never seen that one before. Brooke Atkins, thank you so much man. That's 2 super stickers on the stream, and that is a big one. So wow, thank you so much.
I love super stickers.
That's fucking awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brooke.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Now, the t-shirt was cool. I think that I think it's very simple, but the back, right? The back that says associate producer.
The back is what makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him showing people how much he cares, and at the same time, still being able to raise money for suicide prevention. But the fact that they're giving 1,000 away at the beginning tells you that he's very appreciative. And the one thing that I will say about it, and I watched a little bit of JusticeCon today. I see Jacob keeps asking questions in chat about games, about Warner Brothers games. I believe if we're going to get any DC games announcements, it will be at DC Fandom. That's official.
I know. I didn't read the article, but I saw like that we might be getting the name for the new Batman game that's coming out. So
yeah,
we'll see.
DC Fandom is the official thing, right? That is like DC's official Comic-Con.
Yeah.
JusticeCon is a completely fan-made event, and they
showed up for it, which is amazing.
What's that?
And he showed up for it. Like, he agreed to be on a panel for it, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But like, they talked. I saw them talking a little today about how like they did not expect it to be as big as it was. Like,
oh god, yeah, 17,000 watching JusticeCon versus like what, a little over 1,000 for the IGN.
Yeah, 1,000 people watching the official Comic-Con presentation. 17 times that watching JusticeCon. That's insane. That is an insane number. Not one that I thought anyone would think was fathomable. To have that much more people there than at the actual Comic-Con. And we also have Tugs here.
I made it. Sorry.
No, it's all right. You were grabbing something to eat. I was eating on Steph's stream earlier.
Yeah, well, we were both eating.
Now I get to eat on your stream.
To answer his question, it's about 4 weeks away, but I can't remember the exact dates.
What are we talking about?
God. Is this a Monday stream?
For fandom.
It does kind of seem like a Monday stream, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You know who else? Stieg had said he might be able to pop by too. I should send Stieg a link.
Taking place August 22nd. So for Jacob, August 22nd.
For what? Is that your
DC fandom? DC fandom.
Oh, I wonder what that's gonna be.
So that is the official that's the official like DC's Comic-Con. JusticeCon, all this was a fan event that happened to invite Zach, and he said, "Yeah, sure, I'll come on your stream." And then after he agreed, then people like Ray Fisher agreed, and it just kind of grew from there. So that's pretty cool. I think that was one thing too. It's got so big that not a lot of people realize that it wasn't an official DC event. And one of the reasons that we probably didn't get some sort of, new bit like a trailer or something, or the official name reveal or anything more like that is because it's not an official DC event. And Zach even joked, like, I don't know how much I'm allowed to show you guys because it is just fan run. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool.
That makes much more sense.
Yeah, I think there was just a little bit different expectations from if there were any people tuning in that necessarily weren't like following along and hadn't like subscribed to the JusticeCon YouTube channel 4 weeks ago when this was announced. But overall, I think we got some cool stuff out of it. Steph brought it up earlier. The question got asked if he was going to be using any of Joss Whedon's footage, and he freaked out.
Oh my god, it was the best answer. It's like, I would rather burn this footage than use.
Let's see if I can find that shit. Oh, you have it?
I don't have it. I mean, okay. Yeah, I have it, but because I have my video. But this is Lethal's reaction. This is the shirt. If they want to show it.
Oh yeah, let's watch that.
You want to see that? Okay. Oops.
You're supposed to press play.
Hush.
This is on the back, right?
Oh.
So the
Oh,
idea
shit.
is that every single person is a producer of this movie, right?
Oh,
And so my idea is
fucking love
that,
that.
and then Adam
That's
and I, Adam who
badass.
designed
That
the
is
shirt,
badass.
who like
Yeah.
did that tattoo on me.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Adam will. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna film.
Look at
Adam,
Lethal. Look at
and he's
Lethal.
going to letter the shirt, right? Like,
Isn't that
and sort of-
amazing?
we'll do a little tutorial.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
So my
Look at his
idea is
fucking
reaction.
love that.
and then Adam and I,
That's
Adam who
badass.
designed
That
the
is
shirt,
badass.
who like did that tattoo on me.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Adam will.
That's pretty cute.
It is.
And
Yeah.
there's Geek Blend too. Says, "Hey, that's me."
That is you.
And then I want to also.
Jacob, it will most likely be on Ink to the People, if it's on any.
Yeah.
site.
That's
Damn
that's
it.
his usual go-to, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is, but I thought he said it was going to be on that website.
Well, I think you can. I thought you could buy it through, like
Fandom.
the DC Fandom website, but it's
Yeah.
probably made by
It's gonna
Ink to
be
the
on
People,
Ink to the
if I had to imagine.
Oh yeah, but
Um,
it's not on Amazon. It's more like it's through the DC fandom and through Ink to the People. That's only
Yeah.
as far as making the shirts.
Oh,
so I
there
saw-
we go.
Yeah, I saw this because Lethal retweeted it. Best part of hashtag JusticeCon 2020 day for me.
There would be no chance on Earth that a shot that is made prior or after I left the movie. There would be no way. I would destroy the movie. I would set it on fire before I would use a single frame that I did not photograph. That is a fucking hard fact. And it, you know,
I mean, we knew this, but I had to ask just so that we have
for the audience.
I literally would blow that fucking thing up.
So I think that's pretty good to hear too. There's I do think there's just a conception that people think that we're gonna see the same movie with just like additional things in between, and I think that this is a pretty big step to just go on to tell more people that's not the case, right? Every Superman shot that you saw in this movie was reshot. Every time Henry Cavill's lip looks fucking stupid, it's because it was reshot.
Yeah.
And so like just that fact alone should tell you that what we're getting is very different. And I think that is why we got that scene, because that was a deleted scene. It was not edited. And if you got the Justice League Blu-ray like I did after it came out, it was strange to me. I'm like, why is there only 2 deleted scenes? I've never seen a fucking movie that has deleted scenes where it's only 2 and they're like 30 seconds long combined. I was like, how weird is that? Because I was like, I knew about the Snyder Cut. I was thinking, well, what is going to be deleted scenes? And it's like effectively nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was the same way. Because whenever I buy movies, that's one of the first things I do after watching it. I'll go to deleted scenes and then I'll watch like all the making of the movie and everything. And I was so surprised with like that's basically, and I was like, what is this? It's nothing. The hell is that?
Yeah, I was expecting to like understand a little bit more about what the Snyder Cut was. I see this, I'm like, this doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
I mean, I didn't bother to buy the Justice League movie, but I earlier this year I got it. It was before the pandemic, well before the pandemic. Earlier this year, I got it from the public library where I live. So I'm like, okay, we've been like people have been talking about this because the Snyder Cut was now like it's starting to really take off. So I'm like, okay, I'll go revisit this flaming pile of shit that I saw, when it came out. Saw it and then watched the deleted seasons again, and I was like, where, like, how does that make sense? Where, like, how does this fit in? I couldn't figure out where it like would have in any way tied into what I saw in the film.
The one where he meets Alfred?
Yeah.
That's after he goes to get his suit at the ship, isn't it? Well, I mean, in the one that got released.
But we assume in the one that got released that it's like after he comes back. In the one that got released, what I assumed when I saw that is that he gets his suit and then he comes to the Bat Cave and for Alfred to tell him that they're in Russia or whatever the fuck. That's what I assumed, but there wasn't really anything to it. It was just that 15-second clip or whatever. That's where I assume it was positioned because it's the only thing that makes any sense. But no mustache CGI on that one. So it gave people a taste. It set the internet on fire because, oh, look, black suit Superman, for people that didn't know that it was going to be a thing. And Zach kind of explaining the like what they did with the suit, because we'd heard all along that it was filmed in the red and blue, and they said, and Henry said, yeah, we filmed it in the red and blue. We didn't always know if that was going to be the final plan or not, but we filmed it in the red and blue. And Zach explaining that they even constructed the suit to make it easier to do whatever color they wanted, whether that be a brighter blue and red or whether it be a black and gray. I thought that was so cool to hear him talking about that.
So, and actually, very smart if you think about it. Well, to be able to manipulate it like that. So
because Warner Brothers didn't want him to do the black and gray.
Yeah, he was saying the powers that be didn't want it because it would feel too sullen, too dark. But he wanted it, so they designed the suit so that way.
I'm saying
they can manipulate it later.
That so he could do it if in spite of the powers that be, he did it in a way that's like if we were to have Black Suit Superman, which is what it looks like we're getting in this cut, then oh my god.
I wish.
Yeah.
I'd fill it in a little more like right here if it was. But we just didn't have the budget for it. So,
yeah, sorry.
My bad.
It's low. These are practical effects, actually.
And then one other thing that did come out, some of the other panels were interesting, but the Ray Fisher one obviously got a lot of attention too after what he said about Joss Whedon. I was a little critical of Ray Fisher about the way that he came at Joss Whedon in a public way without saying too much about the details. He doubled down a lot on this stream.
He did.
And basically said that he's not allowed to talk about certain things, but that they've been gathering evidence for 2 years about this, and essentially said, if you want to try to sue me, you want to do whatever, you can, go ahead, but they're scared, and there's a reason that they're scared. It was pretty powerful, and I don't think Joss Whedon should be canceled. I don't think anything like that until we know what happened. That's all I want to know is what happened. And I do believe some things happen, but I need fucking proof.
Yeah.
In the same way, if a woman said that, oh yeah, well, this guy did this to me, I'd be like, well, I'm sorry if that happened to you, but did you talk to police? Where's the evidence? Like, where's the proof? What happened, right? I would be asking the same questions that I'm asking Ray Fisher, and what he said gave me a little better feeling about that whole process going forward, that they're basically deep in legal shit already. How did you feel about that, Tugs? I don't know if you got to see any of that.
About what? About Ray Fisher?
About Ray Fisher, yeah, about his stream.
I didn't watch it. But I'm glad he clarified, because that was my biggest problem with him coming out in the first place. Was you just threw this thing out there and you didn't give any examples, you didn't give any like a time frame, nothing. You just said this happened, abuse. You threw out all these like words, these crazy words, and you didn't say anything, and everybody's kind of like, okay. I mean, we probably been new, but what's going on here? And now he's come out and said, well, I can't say anything because we're doing this, or he's insinuating that they're going to court over, or whatever it is that his statement was. And so I'm glad that he clarified, because it's been kind of you come out of the gate and you say, just like I've come out the gate out and I said, Steph, abused me and blah blah blah, blah and this and all this thing happens, but I'm not going to talk about it ever again. But I
believe you.
I'm glad he clarified.
Yeah, me too. And we've heard a lot of shit about Joss Whedon over the years. So like, I believe it, but just because I believe it, that's not enough to cancel someone. And like I said, the same way, going back to if it was a woman doing it, I expect the same thing. What about you, Steph? You were just accused, by the way, of abusing.
I know.
Do you have any response to that?
Not going to tell that to me either.
or are you going to pull a Joss Whedon and literally not say anything for a month after Ray Fisher comes out?
No, I'm so sorry. I take accountability.
Wait, what's that video that Hollywood? I take responsibility.
There you go. I take responsibility. But hashtag me too, because Mara.
Were you in a bad headspace?
I was in a bad headspace at the time. I watched the interview. I did check out a little bit because I felt like once that was brought up, that's pretty much all that was talked about. They stayed on the topic a little bit too long, and but they did let him talk, and he did talk about it. Just like I want to say like 5 minutes too long. He just went on just maybe 5 minutes too long. But I did watch it. I heard what he was saying. He had something,
and he's not allowed to say much.
Yeah, you can tell that he wants to say so much. He wants to say so much, and he did specify that he doesn't care what happens to him. He starts what he finishes. If he says something, it's for a reason. He talked about I don't know, something about a union. I can't remember that.
Some fucking story about he used to work at a place. They tried to unionize.
He lost his job, but other people didn't, and he thought it was worth it. So he used that comparison to he compared this to that, in that he doesn't care what happens to him. He just wants the right thing to be done.
Yeah.
So.
God, sorry.
I just read the chat. So yeah, I was hearing what he was saying, but without being able to give specifics. I just think that, he should have just said something like I just like made a statement and then moved on.
Yeah, instead of coming out the gate the way he did. And even with the interview now, it's as you're describing it more because you watched it, it's more like, then why say any? You can't say anything. You can't give any details. Everybody's going to be hanging on your every word. Like maybe you should have just said nothing until you were allowed to say more things. I don't know. But I hope he comes out sooner.
I don't know. That would be the rational approach. But this is like something that's probably been building up inside for the past 2 years. So I can kind of understand.
Yeah. The fact that he brought up, I believe it was Joss Whedon's wife or ex-wife. He did bring her up and said that, she's on our side. We have, we have her here too. He did name drop her. He name dropped someone else too, and I just can't remember who it was.
Probably this.
I was just like,
Yeah.
Just kind of speak for yourself. How about you speak for yourself right now?
Yeah.
Not for anybody else. But that's what I thought about it. Just, I think that you're absolutely right. He does have a lot to say. He just can't say much right now. So he probably should have just come in knowing that he was probably most likely going to get asked that question and had a prepared statement. But he also did say that he does not have a representation, like a what are those people called? The ones that help you with those stupid statements.
Lawyer? Publicist?
A publicist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a publicist. He hasn't had one for a long time. So.
I think that it's pretty clear to me that when he put out that big tweet that kind of set the world on fire, that was when they started whatever these proceedings are. You know what I mean? And that was when he finally was allowed to even make an accusation or a statement like that.
Yeah. And I also found it interesting that he said that he's not really big on social media. Like he's not really huge on the idea of social media, but he used it to
He's not on there a ton, other than specifically to promote Justice League stuff until that happened, basically. But yeah. But those are kind of my big takeaways from JusticeCon. I thought it was cool that we had this event. It was fucking enormous. It was bigger than regular Comic-Con by 17 times.
That was amazing.
Which is a statement not only on people's lack of care about Comic-Con, but also about how many people were interested just to go and hear Zach talk. So I thought it was pretty cool.
I'm sure that HBO Max, AT&T, I'm sure they were happy to see that too. Like, well, hey, we got something here. I'm kind of glad that we're doing this. Jade Shadow is the bomb. I'm all about the dark side. Oh.
You guys missed it earlier. Mara got a public. She got asked out publicly.
Oh, did you really?
She said yes. She gave a number on air. No, she said, "I don't like being put on the spot." And I was like, and also she has
that's not a no.
You are.
That's not a no.
It's like proposing to your
what is this? Talk about needing time to recover from the girth. What are you doing?
I don't want to know.
I don't know what like started that, but made me laugh. I don't know like what that's referencing, but it is funny. But anyway, she's starting to turn red again.
Are you turning red, Mara?
Maybe
she's blushing.
Maybe the Uncle Chunky Gamer. I think that's who it was, right? Uncle Chunky Gaming.
Chunky.
Maybe it's Henry Cavill's alt. You never know. What if you just turned down Henry Cavill?
Oh my gosh! Do you remember? Speaking of that, you remember when Tinder very first started? Zac Efron went on Tinder. The real Zac Efron went on Tinder.
Yeah.
And a girl and a couple of her friends, they're all in the area, got him. And of course, it's like selfies of him at the beach and so whatever his photos were at the time. And they were like laughing at him, going, "Oh, look at this guy impersonating Zac Efron." They declined it. They rejected him. What a loser, laughing among their friends. About 6 months later, he was doing an interview for what I think it was for Baywatch or something. And he was like, "Yeah, I was on Tinder. It didn't go very well. Some of these women are weird." He goes, "But everybody kept rejecting me because I think they thought that I was fake." And you just know somewhere that girl's like, "No!"
Yeah.
I'd probably be the same way if I found out that was Henry Cavill's alt. So
yeah, like some dude posts pictures of like a set photo of like fucking Henry Cavill like, in a Superman suit as they're like Tinder, like, "All right, dumbass."
He like pulled it up. It was like the photos that I had on there were ones that I have on my Instagram. So I mean, anybody can take that from the Instagram. He's like, "So I get it. It's fine."
Yeah. Isn't there like some like celebrity Tinder almost or something? I've heard about that one. Or like rich people Tinder or something like some shit like that. So I don't have to sleep with the peasants.
Oh yeah. Darn.
You don't have to worry about impersonating
peasants.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, stranger things have happened. I know I read an article where there's actually not apps, but like sites that will, if men just want to be a sugar daddy to a woman, they can sign up for that. With no other commitment other than that. Yeah, literally.
I read something too that there's like an Instagram for all of the highborns.
There's
the wealthy people.
Where people want to be sugar daddies, but without like the catch-22s. Is that what you said?
Yeah, pretty much.
So like they pay my bills, but I don't have to sleep with them. Which website is that?
Yeah, this was a while ago. Just look it up.
I'm so in.
This was like an article or something I read, but yeah, but it's like basically it's like that situation with no catch-22. So it's basically like they kind of take care of you without it's like without the it being like kind of like an escort type service.
Yeah. So I'm okay with that.
The Entanglement app, maybe.
Yeah.
Entanglement app.
I have a Zac Efron body underneath my fat Thor body. That's an interesting place to hide it. Grand Admiral Adam.
This new show's really interesting on Netflix.
You haven't watched that shit. It starts out he's trying to like talk Spanish for like 3 fucking days. Every time I turn on Netflix, this dumbass Zac Efron speaking Spanish. Pissed me off. I'm just glad it's not trending anymore or whatever.
It was trending for Zac Efron's got a dad bod. I'm like, huh? No.
Yeah, I saw that.
He just is not ripped like in.
I need to watch that show.
It's good. I like it. It's good.
What show?
It's called Down to Earth.
Okay.
Did he just kick me?
Oh, my bad. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Phil says, hello, wonderful people on panel and me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I haven't seen Phil in a minute.
Free Agent Pepe says, Sugar Daddy app?
Well, it's probably apps, yeah, but like Will just said, there's like tons of sites that you can find. So
I don't know. Well, I did want to. We got about like 15 more minutes or so. I wanted to talk a little bit about the couple Star Wars things we've heard. So there were 2 big things. By big things, I'm not talking about Instagram videos. I'm talking about the rumor of a Darth Maul appearing in multiple Disney Plus series, and the potential of 2 Lando Calrissian series for Disney Plus. I don't know who's asking for these things. I don't know. Like, I can see the appeal of a Darth Maul series. I've talked about this many times. For me, Darth Maul has been overused the way it fucking is. Darth Maul should have stayed dead after Phantom Menace. They wanted to bring him back for Clone Wars. Okay. But then he became this fucking super all-powerful guy who's like running drug cartels. He's in Rebels still. He's a big part of the plot line in Rebels. You bring him into Solo for this cameo that confused everybody because guess what? Nobody watches fucking Clone Wars. So they didn't understand why Darth Maul was alive in Solo. And like, to me, I just think they're way overusing this character, and they're stuck between the prequels and the OT, and they can't fucking get out of it. I guess we'll start with the Darth Maul series. Mara, what's your interest level in a Darth Maul series?
well, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even know until like a day or 2 ago that there even was supposed to be a Darth Maul series, or there's
reports.
Intention of Darth Maul series. So that's about where my interest level is, and I'm with you that he should have. He basically should have stayed dead after Phantom Menace because his character was all about mystery and not knowing much about him. So when you bring him back constantly, you lose the mystery, and it's now okay. You get the man too angry to die memes as a result of it.
Yeah.
And then 3, I would have to ask, like, if the new characters are so good on their own, then why would Disney have to keep going back to characters like Darth Maul and Lando Calrissian for their shows, and characters like Boba Fett and other characters that like people like more than the new ones they introduced?
Yeah,
that's what I have to ask.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. What about you, Tugs? What are your thoughts? What are your interest level in a Darth Maul live action show, and him appearing in other things too?
I don't know. I'm intrigued just because I really enjoy Ray Park. I like watching him, so I'm intrigued in that sense. I think that would be cool to have him come back and fill in the paint and do all of his stuff and come back in. But I don't know how it would work. I guess unless it was kind of a Clone Wars spinoff, or if they led up to Solo. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like it's gonna be based on the Solo timeline, and you have Maul. You have what happens to Maul. He escapes at the end of Clone Wars. He escapes Order 66. We can only assume at that point he goes and he continues and takes over. He's still in charge of Crimson Dawn or whatever, and he's part of this evil corporation. He's the one running things behind the scenes. So that's what we had in Solo. There are rumors that it could be possibly Emilia Clarke coming back to be Kira along with Darth Maul in a TV series. for a movie that fucking a little teaser from a movie that lost money. I don't know. I don't know how much interest is going to be. I made Steph spit her drink. I just don't buy it.
Money, railers are weird.
What do you think after spitting your drink? I need to read this. Sub for Last of Us 2 Bash in April, stayed for Jade Shadow. Thank you, Uncle Chunky Gaming.
Queer. What do I think? You're asking me?
That was the question, yes.
Yeah. I have no interest. You guys know this. I have no interest. I just barely started watching Mandalorian because I'm trying to get back into loving Star Wars. But because it's just I don't have any interest in Star Wars at all. I'm trying to love it again. So I'm watching The Mandalorian. I think I'm about four episodes in. I don't know. It's just whatever to me now. As far as Darth Maul coming back, the fact that they're talking about both him and Lando at the same time is interesting, just because, hey, they happen to be in the Solo movie at the same time as well. Mm-hmm. So having that be two separate rumors, I could see them doing possibly just one show together, not two separate shows.
That would be weird.
And just combining have like Maul be, I don't know, just not related, but have Lando go up against the Crimson Dawn. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Have that would be like his whatever,
or at least have dealings with them or something.
Something like that. Two separate shows. I wouldn't be interested in two separate shows, especially a show just about Lando.
I do not want
starring Donald Glover. No, I have no interest in that. I have no interest in that. I didn't even have any interest in the Solo movie. I tried to sit down and watch it like 3 times. The first time I was just like, I turned it off. Just nope. The second time I got up and just started doing chores, and I finally had to just sit down and watch it. And it was a struggle to get through. So
yeah.
It makes me wonder if like some of these things were potentially reworked from any Solo sequel plans they had.
That's what I'm thinking.
Probably.
They probably had a bunch of, they probably did have like, oh my God, it's a Solo movie. They probably had all of these plans for Solo. Just looking at how it ended with Darth Maul and Kira, that's her name. Mm-hmm. Kira, it ended on like that little cliffhanger with Darth Maul, and oh my gosh, she's with him. Why is she with him? Where did that happen?
Why did Darth Maul grab his lightsaber and ignite it on a hologram for no reason?
Nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, so that everyone knows it's Darth Maul? Oh.
What? Oh my goodness.
We can't tell just looking at him, apparently. But Alden Ehrenreich signed for 3 movies.
I don't like him. I do not like him at all.
No, I don't like him either. But
that's when they lost me. They cast him over what's his bucket?
Oh,
that action lady one. Yeah, over him, and I said nope.
You signed for 3 movies, which tells me that they had every intention of at least one sequel. So that whole possibility that they're using some ideas from what would have been part 2 in a trilogy would make sense in a way if you think about it.
That's kind of how I feel about it. Is like they had plans, but now they're trying to morph those plans because Donald Glover, people were more receptive to Donald Glover than they were to Alden Ehrenreich. Even though
when you watch the movie, though, Donald Glover is just meh.
Yeah,
I think Donald Glover is like, he seems like he's trying to be Billy D. Williams. That's what
he's doing, an impersonation. Like. Yeah,
he doesn't feel like Lando. He feels like he's trying to be Billy D. Williams. Where Alden Ehrenreich feels like he ain't trying to be anybody. Certainly not on Solo. You know what I mean? So, I think Donald Glover's performance was better received, and he is a bigger star. He has more name recognition to potentially pull people in, and then. Maybe this side thing, Crimson Dawn. I don't know if that's what they would call it, Crimson Dawn. Maybe you can call that fucking series name if you're going to have Maul and Kira. But I'm just tired of Maul. He should have killed him off. That was like, I honestly feel like I've said this a lot, that I think Clone Wars was like Clone Wars was mini Disney Star Wars in a lot of ways, because they started ignoring some previously established things just to tell these stories. And one of those things, and George was involved in this, it was George's idea, or at least he okayed it, to bring Darth Maul back. And once you did that, I think it was a mistake, because now death doesn't matter in Star Wars. What, like, now fucking Rey can force heal people, Kylo can bring someone back to life, Force ghosts don't matter anymore. Yoda can fucking use lightning to start a fire on a tree. Luke Skywalker can catch a lightsaber. Death has no meaning anymore. And I think it was a slippery slope once you start to bring back a character that's dead. It's the same way they did with Superman. Once they brought Superman back in the comic books, that killed death. As much as iconic as the death and return of Superman is, it killed death in comic books. Now people die all the fucking time and it doesn't matter. They get found some way to bring him back to life. And it's just, I don't know. I think it was a mistake. I think it's a mistake to make him bigger, like make him and Ahsoka these huge, important characters. Leave them the fuck alone. Create something new for us. That's all I want. Create something new.
I tell you what, I'd rather watch a Lando series with Billy D. Williams trying to figure out who the parents of that girl from Rise of Skywalker is than watch anything with Donald Glover in it.
That's an actual thing. That's an actual thing.
I'd rather watch.
Yeah.
That's another rumor. Well, like another rumor that's been out there. Grace Randolph talked about it in April.
Sign me up for
said,
that.
I've got some Star Wars rumors for you. Double Lando. That's right. Double Lando shows on Disney Plus.
What? With her eyes. What?
Yeah. So, and that's what they said, that there's potential that Billy D. Williams comes back, but Billy D. Williams is like fucking in his 80s. Billy D. Williams has trouble standing on set. Is that really the person you want to bring back to do this? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Sky Trooper 501st. This is an interesting theory. $5. Fake Lando falls in love with Maul because of hot robot legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did have Culture Casino also with a phallic unicorn sticker, the rainbow unicorn. Thank you very much, Culture Casino. Appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Boba Fett and his father need a TV series. Oh, Boba Fett's going to be in Mandalorian. Probably going to get killed in season 3. But I guess we'll see. Boba Fett will come back. And I think Boba Fett's going to come back in Mandalorian to help establish the power level of this Mandalorian. So this Mandalorian can help, take down or defeat in some way Boba Fett, to be like, wow, look, he's better than Boba Fett. So I think they're going to bring Boba back to life just to kill him, in my opinion.
Probably.
That's what they've been doing. So it's a valid opinion.
It's a theme. Disney Star Wars theme is bring it back so we can kill it off.
Yeah, let's just take this well-loved character and use it to promote ours by killing it. Because that's right. If you're not a tall person, you don't stand next to the tall people. You stand next to the short people. So you just got to make someone short so you can look bigger than them. And that's what they're doing to their characters, is they're putting Luke Skywalker on his knees so that the characters they have look better than him, look bigger than him. And that's what happened with Last Jedi. Luke Skywalker was put on his fucking knees while he sucked the tit of a green monster.
Oh, God, I don't want to picture that.
Sorry, just did it.
How dare you?
I just got a migraine. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Dorito for 20 or Dorito. Hi, everyone. Hey, Dorito. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. We are just about at the end here, guys. For anyone who, for patrons and channel members, if you are a channel member now and are not part of the Discord, make sure you get in contact with me. I'll post another Discord link in the community tab over the next half hour or so to make sure you can get in there if you're not in there already. But for those of you who are patrons and channel members that want to go have a discussion with me for about 20 minutes or so after the stream, I'll be there. I got something to take care of, but about 15 or 20 minutes after, I'll go in there and I'll hang out for a while in the supporter Discord voice chat. But why don't I give these ladies a chance to plug their stuff? We'll start with Mara, just for Uncle Chunky Gaming.
Hello, I am Mara Jade. I go by Jade Shadow. That's my YouTube name. I don't really schedule any content for my channel because I generally just go off of sort of breaking news / social commentary, whatever it is that comes up that I do want to talk about. But the only time I really talk about Star Wars is whenever I'm on Ryan's channel, because I'm hopefully talking about good Star Wars. But other than that, I cover a lot of DC related news, especially with the Snyder Cut happening and DC fandom coming in about a month. So that's and gaming also, that topics I will be covering. And in about 20 minutes, depending on how long it takes my dog to do her business outside, I will be streaming for just a little bit on Twitch, probably for about an hour or so, and then I guess Raid, the Gaming with Geek stream that's going to be happening at 10 p.m. over on their Twitch stream. So that's my plan.
So nice of you, Mara. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. What about That Tug Life?
I'm on Twitter, That Tug Life, 2 G's. And no, I'm not related to that umbrella guy. So I've been getting that a lot lately.
I accidentally tagged you one time.
Yeah.
And I was on a stream with him.
Yeah, it happens. We're totally separate people. Never met him. I like his stuff. You can follow him too. But I'm on Twitter that way. And then I'm also park hopping with Geeks and Gamers is where you'll find me mostly. But yeah, that's it.
Boom. Thank you, Tugs. And then also, Steph.
Hello. My name is Stephanie, and this is My Nerdy Home. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all at the same handle, My Nerdy Home. Right now, I'm covering a lot of Walking Dead stuff and some DC content as well. I used to do some Star Wars content, but I don't really cover it anymore unless it excites me. And not much Star Wars news really excites me anymore. So yeah, I mostly cover things that I like and I'm excited about. So yeah. And I'm like Mara, I don't really have a time frame on when I upload. I usually upload like super late at night.
Yeah, you really, I was going to say something. You really need to stop just as soon as you're done editing your videos at like 4 a.m, put them up because no one's watching YouTube right then. Maybe just wait until like 9 the next day.
Or schedule it for 9 because that's what
I know.
Like,
I'm done. Oh my gosh, I have a video. Boom. I put it up.
Blue-Eyed Scorpio says, "Oh hi, I'm Brie Larson." But I do appreciate all you guys. Nissa's saying hail and goodbye to all of us. Thank you, Nissa. Appreciate you guys being here. We had a really good stream today. Thank you very much. I want to say a special thank you to all the channel members. We got a couple new ones today, and also all of my patrons. We got a couple new ones over the past couple weeks. So I do really appreciate you guys. Like I said, for members and patrons, I plan on doing 2 like just private streams for just us over the next week or so. So keep an eye out on Patreon and the channel or in the community tab for updates on that. Appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be able to do it without all the support that I get from so many people. So thank you all. Thanks to everyone on this wonderful panel right here for helping me out and for supporting me and for coming on this channel. You guys are awesome. Chat, you're awesome. I'll see you on Gaming with Geeks a little bit later.
We got Raid.
Oh yeah.
What?
Are you guys going to be on Twitch or on?
Oh shit, we're gonna be on Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah, that's, yeah, I remember them saying that. That's why I said I'd be rating them after my stream. If there's anybody still watching my stream, because I'll be going close to one Gaming with Geek streams.
That's right.
Okay.
And Culture Casino drops another phallic unicorn at the end, and Melissa drops $5 saying, "Hey Ryan, Steph, Mara, and Tugs, love y'all and the stream. Happy Sunday. Bye. #expanded universe." Thank you very much, Melissa. I'm glad I stopped before I ended the stream, so I was able to catch that.
Yeah.
That felt bad. But thank you guys. Oh, Nerdrotic is streaming right now. Hell yeah. Go watch Gary. Gary is my father. I will always love him. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.